In a move that's sending shockwaves through the baseball world, whispers are growing louder that Pete Alonso, the powerhouse first baseman and home run juggernaut of the New York Mets, might be on the verge of crossing boroughs to join the new York Yankees in what insiders are calling a historic and seismic transaction. While no official confirmation has surfaced, the rumor mill has been churning with growing intensity, and multiple sources close to both organizations suggest that talks have been ongoing. Behind closed doors, the mere suggestion of Alonso donning the pinstripes has fans, analysts, and insiders alike speculating wildly about the implications of such a bombshell move. The Yankees, already stacked with power and tradition, might be poised to make one of the boldest plays in recent baseball history, while the Mets would be letting go of a player considered by many to be the face of their franchise. If true, this isn't just a trade, it's a statement, a swing for the fences in every sense of the word. With the trade deadline looming, all eyes are locked on the Bronx and Queens. Is this really happening, or just a summer smokescreen designed to shake up the league? Alonso, known affectionately as the Polar Bear, has been a staple of Mets fandom since his explosive rookie season in 2019, when he launched an MLB rookie record 53 home runs. His power at the plate is undeniable, and his presence in the lineup has been a consistent threat to opposing pitchers. But rumors surrounding his future have swirled for over a year, with questions about long-term contract negotiations and the direction of the Mets' rebuild looming large. Now, with the Yankees reportedly lurking and ready to pounce, the narrative has taken on a life of its own. Could Steve Cohen really let Alonso walk, especially to the Yankees of all teams? Or is this part of a deeper strategy, one that sees the Mets offloading top-tier talent for a younger core? Alonso's potential departure isn't just about home runs, it's about identity, leadership, and the heart of a fan base. Meanwhile, the Yankees could be looking to add that final piece to their World Series puzzle. This isn't just another trade rumor. It feels bigger, it feels personal, and it could be the start of a new chapter in New York's legendary baseball rivalry. Sources suggest the Yankees have been quietly monitoring Alonso's situation for months. With Anthony Rizzo battling injuries and inconsistencies, the Bronx Bombers have reportedly made first base a priority. Alonso's bat would immediately transform their lineup, giving them a right-handed slugger capable of 40 home runs a season and playoff heroics that Yankee Stadium hasn't seen since the days of Alex Rodriguez. Financially, the Yankees have the muscle to absorb Alonso's next contract, which is expected to eclipse the $100 million. More importantly, adding Alonso would signal to the fanbase and the rest of the league that the Yankees are going all in. For Brian Cashman and Hal Steinbrenner, this could be the defining move of the decade. Still, it raises questions about chemistry, clubhouse dynamics, and what the Yankees would have to give up in return. Would top prospects like Jason Dominguez or Spencer Jones be on the table? Would the Yankees risk mortgaging their future for a chance to win now? If this rumor proves true, the stakes couldn't be higher, and the ripples will be felt for years. This is not a drill. This is New York baseball on the edge of a revolution. On the Mets side, the rumor is sparking outrage and disbelief among fans. Trading Alonso, a fan favorite and homegrown star, to their crosstown rivals feels unthinkable, almost sacrilegious. Mets Twitter is already ablaze with speculation, with hashtags like #KeepPete and #MetsMadness trending within minutes of the rumor surfacing. Steve Cohen has promised to bring a championship to Queens, and many see Alonso as central to that mission. So why would the Mets even entertain this idea? Some insiders believe the Mets are eyeing a deep rebuild, shedding big contracts in favor of long-term flexibility. Others say Alonso's next contract is simply too large for the Mets to justify, especially with younger prospects waiting in the wings. Then there's the wild card theory that the Mets are leaking the rumor themselves to stir up market interest and drive up Alonso's price. Whatever the truth, the optics are explosive. If Alonso ends up in pinstripes, it could spark a firestorm not seen since the days of Roger Clemens or David Cohn. The baseball world would be forced to reassess not only the Mets' direction, but the very nature of New York's baseball balance. This rumor isn't just hot, it's nuclear. From a baseball perspective, the fit makes sense. Alonso's right-handed power is tailor-made for Yankee Stadium's short porch in left field. His competitive fire and playoff aspiration align perfectly with the Yankees' win-o culture, and let's not forget he thrives in pressure. This is a player who's won multiple home run derbies, smashed records, and played through adversity with a smile on his face. For Yankees fans who've been craving a larger-than-life presence at first base since the days of Teixeira, Alonso offers not just production but personality. The locker room dynamic is another factor. By all accounts, Alonso is a beloved teammate with strong leadership qualities. Would he clash with veterans like Aaron Judge or Giancarlo Stanton? Unlikely. In fact, his addition might energize a team that struggled with consistency and health. But baseball is always about more than numbers. It's about moments, mystique, and timing, and the timing here feels right for something monumental. Whether it's real or rumor, this story has all the makings of a blockbuster. And fans are hanging on every word. Could Alonso really be the missing piece to a Yankees championship? It's a possibility that's gaining momentum by the hour. Industry insiders are scrambling for confirmation, and the silence from both clubs is only fueling the speculation. Typically, when rumors like this hit the surface, teams rush to shut them down. But in this case, there's been nothing, no denial, no comment, no leak to calm the storm. That kind of silence can only mean one of two things: either there's fire behind this smoke, or both teams are playing a very strategic media game. The Yankees under Brian Cashman are masters of stealth moves, often striking without warning. The Mets, on the other hand, have been more transparent under Cohen, but even they know when to keep things close to the vest. Could we see a sudden breaking news alert that shakes the league? Could Alonso be introduced in the Bronx with all the pomp and flair reserved for legends? It wouldn't be the first time the Yankees stun the world. Fans and reporters alike are glued to their phones waiting for that tweet, that video, that press release. The lack of information has turned this rumor into a thriller, and the city that never sleeps is on edge. Something's coming. Maybe not today, but soon. If the deal does happen, the impact goes far beyond the field. This would be a cultural moment, a shift in New York's sports landscape. The Yankees acquiring Alonso from the Mets would be seen as a power grab, a symbolic conquest that echoes through every bar, subway, and radio station in the city. Merchandise would fly off the shelves. Jersey sales would spike. The rivalry, already fierce, would explode into overdrive. Mets fans would feel betrayed. Yankees fans would rejoice. And the media, they'd have content for months. Alonso would become the story. Every at-bat scrutinized, every home run replayed, every quote dissected. He wouldn't just be a player, he'd be a phenomenon. And for MLB as a whole, it would mean headlines coast to coast. From ESPN to talk radio, Alonso to the Yankees would dominate the narrative. It would overshadow other trades, distract from the playoff race, and redefine the 2025 season. If the league wanted buzz, this is it. The ripple effects would be immense on ticket sales, TV ratings, and postseason expectations. Baseball hasn't had a jolt like this in years, and the city is ready for the shockwave. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments, even beyond New York. Other teams are watching this rumor closely. The Dodgers, Giants, Red Sox, and Cubs have all reportedly expressed interest in Alonso in the past, and if he's truly on the market, they won't sit idly by. But the Yankees' proximity and financial strength may give them an edge. Few can match. The idea that Alonso might be plucked from under their noses by their fiercest rival has surely rattled executives across the league. Could a bidding war erupt? Could this rumor force teams to reveal their hands earlier than expected? The trade deadline already brings chaos, but this story threatens to throw gasoline on the fire. For smaller market teams, the idea of the Yankees grabbing Alonso is just another reminder of the imbalance of power. For contenders, it's a wake-up call. If the Yankees get Alonso, the road to the World Series just got harder. Every front office is reevaluating their plans, calculating risk and reward, and watching New York with cautious eyes. What started as a whisper has now become a frenzy. And as teams adjust their strategies, one name remains on everyone's lips: Pete Alonso. The timing of the rumor is also key. With the Yankees in the thick of a tight AL East race and the Mets teetering on the edge of playoff contention, a deal like this could either elevate or dismantle a season. For the Yankees, adding Alonso could be the spark that propels them past rivals like the Orioles and Rays. For the Mets, it could signal a pivot to the future, a bold but painful acknowledgement that this season isn't theirs.